Good Monday morning, everyone. Welcome to Chronically Illing Out on Sick of This Shit publication. I'm Nick Paro, not your dad. I'm joined by my friends. So, hey, how are you? Uh, Stephanie Wilson, how
Also,
are
not,
you?
I'm somebody's mom, but I'm happy to be honorary mom.
I'll tell you all the joke after why it happened. And
Well,
Beth
okay.
Cruz,
Well, I'm
good
also
morning, Beth.
referencing the fact that Beth and So call you and me their parents on Time for Life.
That's kind of weird because I'm the youngest out of all
Yeah.
of you. Like, I'm just a baby compared to y'all. I turned 36 not too long ago. I feel
Oh,
old.
wow.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my
Uh,
goodness.
Yes, I could be. Yes. I'd be a young mother, but I could be.
Yeah. You're
yeah.
my kiddo. Ah.
But good morning, everyone. Welcome.
Morning,
I
folks.
wanted to
Morning.
give people
Good morning.
a little. I'm glad that was funny.
It
So the
is.
joke comes from um, the joke comes from the Rant Act with Melissa Corrigan and Shane Urich. Shane had an episode where he couldn't make it, so I jumped in, and Melissa's handle was your mom, and so I figured I'll do not your dad, and it was so much fun. We had just such a blast. So today on Chronically Illing Out, welcome everybody. It's good to have y'all. Thank you on Substack. If you're here, hit that heart. Help us in the algorithm a little bit. Get us to our normal numbers and get as many people in because it's Monday morning and so much shit has been going on in the world. It feels like it's on fire, and
It
we're
is.
not going to talk about the politics right now.
Yay.
What we're going to do is we're going to talk about when and how do we say enough to ourselves, and how do we tell ourselves we need to take a fucking break so that we don't overdo it. So
I feel so called out.
you shouldn't, because
feel
I'm calling
called out.
myself out, Beth. I'm calling myself out, Beth, because this whole weekend my back was shot.
I don't know how. Oh.
And I've been building, for those who might know, I've been just building stuff, and I built a cabinet for my wife's business, and in doing so it was heavy. um, I was building on top of a like granite countertop, or like old like stone countertop of some sort that was heavy, and I kept lifting it and moving it, and I shouldn't do those things by myself anymore because my back doesn't always do the best. And so by the time I was done, my movement was, and I had to keep going up and down because my miter, my chop saw is on the floor. Um, I have a full garage of tools, like most people do, and I do fine woodworking when I get the chance. And so I built a really pretty cabinet for my wife's business, and now my back hurt, and now my back still hurts. And I've had to take it easy all weekend. And what does easy mean? And how do I make sure that I don't feel guilty when I take it easy too? Because my wife had to do responsibilities in the house that are supposed to be my responsibilities now, and are responsibilities that I've taken over because she's a working person. She owns her own business, and I'm house dad. And so there are responsibilities that I now do that are things that she used to. And I felt bad, and I'm trying not to feel bad that I couldn't do the simple thing like load the dishwasher or fold the laundry. Um, but they still got done because I have great kids who help me. And um, and then my wife folded the laundry, and I felt bad because that's always a chore that I'm supposed to do. But we both fucking hate laundry. And so we
If
have
there's
Mount
someone
Laundry
who
that-
likes laundry, I'd like to hear from you, please.
Yeah, please call me. And would you volunteer your services if you're in Arkansas? Or like, what is the coolest tool you own that makes laundry go from being hard to like super, super easy? Like that would be cool. Yes, Steph. Thumbs up on laundry. That's a laundry person.
Apparently okay, now I know how to make a thumbs up. Our solution is just nobody folds their laundry. You know,
I hang a lot of clothing.
oh, do you? See, then you're not a total mess. Whereas
You're not
my
folding
kid,
it though.
Yeah, but my kid just leaves it in the basket and pulls it out clean until it gets dirty, and then it gets done again, and then I kind of do the same thing. So, you know.
Yeah, but when is that like? How do we make that not a thing?
I've given up.
Disposable clothing.
It
Because
is
I've
not
realized
a
like
bridge
adulthood.
I'm willing to die at. Hell, I'm willing to die at.
Adulthood is like, what do you want from the grocery store? What dishes do I need to do?
What's for dinner?
What laundry needs to be done?
Yes, but is really a part of laundry? I mean, clothes are clean. You don't care if you're wrong.
You're right.
Well, if you leave them in the basket, then they end up being, just all wrinkly and stuff.
Frumpy looking.
Yeah, but that really that assumes you leave the house.
Yeah. Okay.
And also, like I only do nice things for the top layer because you all never see.
Yeah. I hear you.
You're not wrong. Pants are optional when you're in a virtual world.
That's right.
I do care that my shirts.
I don't want to think of my friends sitting there in their panties and boxers. Or
Isn't that supposed to make us less nervous?
That's a you problem, not a me problem.
That's a Brady Bunch.
Russ
right?
irons t-shirts. Wow, that is something.
Oh,
jeez. Oh man, that's extra, bro.
Yeah.
That's a level I can never get to. Like I can iron clothes when it's necessary, and then my wife goes, "You're doing it wrong." She knows how to do it like really well. She knows how to do it really well. Like her grandfather and grandmother taught her how to iron like clothes properly because they were from the generation when ironing was a thing. And so she knows how to do it really, really well, which is convenient for the rest of us when we have to do it. But we don't really iron our clothes anymore. When I lived in Washington, we did occasionally because we went out to like nice places. But like Arkansas doesn't have the same level of nice. And yeah, Arkansas doesn't have the same level of nice. It's a different version of nice. Country nice isn't the same as city nice.
Are you talking? Yeah. Well, country mice and city mice. So there is a hack that I have found. There is now spray, and you can get it like the kind that's not full of chemicals, where you spray it and you sort of like just wipe it down, and it actually gets rid of the worst wrinkles. It's insane. It's insane.
Or that thing that they use in the stores with a
steamer. Yeah, but this is like just a spritzer, and then you just wipe it down, and then
the steamers are cool.
Yeah, we have those.
Can I add something about what you said, Nick? About
add away.
I don't want to. I'm the serious one right now because
sorry, I'm trying to laugh. I'm trying to laugh through the pain because my back really hurts, but I can't.
Sorry.
Then my legs will go numb if I go sit, so I have to stand. So it's one or the other.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah,
but the serious thing that I wanted to add is more like talking about the guilt. You know what you said about this is my job and it should be me doing it, because I can absolutely relate, because I am in a traditional role in the sense that my husband works outside of the home and I'm at home and I do pretty much everything. So when he starts emptying the dishwasher, folding laundry, basically I'm like in my head associating with the things I should be doing. But when you're dealing with a chronic illness and you're always in pain, and I mean, I'm saying always because we've already discussed this. I don't know, there must be a lot of people in the chat who remember this or not. But when you have a chronic illness, I have fibro, Beth has fibromyalgia as well, Nick, and also you have chronic pain, Stephanie. And so you're never at zero, on a level of 0 to 10, you're never at zero. It's like my basis is probably 1.5 or 2. So you're always like feeling something, but it's not fun, right? So when you are like having flares and you're in pain, then obviously you're gonna, try to say enough to yourself, right? And then just calm down. But then when you see your spouse, that doesn't hurt, obviously, all over his body, and just starts doing the thing that you think you should be doing, the guilt is just like it's just so anyways, just mirroring back what you're saying, like I totally get it because it felt like that this weekend.
Yeah, it's also really cold here, and that never helps. So, my friends, when do y'all say enough to yourself, and how do you do it? Because I have a really hard time. Because I still did stuff this weekend when I was told not to, and I told myself not to, but I still did. So, what is y'all's enough?
Well, I have had longer to process the need to conserve energy. I haven't worked outside the home in 15 years, and I've had a shit ton of therapy. And also, when you have a migraine, it's really hard to work through it. So my default, I have the most amazing husband in the whole wide world who not only brings in most of the money when he has a contract, but also does the laundry and the dishes and the cooking, because he says that I'm out here saving the world. So that's his job. So I'm super, 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 super lucky. But my default is kind of rest. Although in therapy this week, my therapist is like, okay, so you're doing all these things. What are you doing for yourself? And I was like, yeah. So I had to be tasked with doing, something for myself that was somehow rejuvenating and doesn't require synthesis and thought and having the world on my shoulders. So, there's the physical side and the mental side. And they're both important.
Beth?
I would agree. I think my enough was reached this year, where I've just decided just couldn't do it. I have raised 4 children into adulthood. I've had some really bad jobs, and I think this year was my stand up and say I can't do this, even though we had just bought a house, and that was no regret. I had to say I can't do it. I'm in too much pain. My mental health is suffering. Having fibromyalgia with psoriatic and osteoarthritis. I've lost mobility quite a bit this last year. And my husband is having to take on an awful lot. And at first, I felt pretty bad. It's stuff I've always done. I've always cooked. I've always cleaned, and now I'm going, no. I can watch the dog's hair roll through our house after 3 days of vacuuming, and it looks like Texas tumbleweed, and I'm like, oh, should we just name it? 0 fucks given at this point. I've had enough. And just recognizing I do have to do for me. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm doing more for me. Yeah, breaking
That's
point
great.
for sure.
Hmm.
So.
That's good. Hopefully, time for life maybe is more for you. Is sort of what
Yes.
is part of that experience is getting to do something more for y'all. And hopefully that's a space you can find comfort and bring others comfort while you just relax a little bit away from it. I think this itself,
I
like
love that.
this
It
experience
still
here,
doesn't work.
have you turned it on your computer yet?
You mean the
Just-
nightmare computer? No, no, I haven't.
We'll
I
do
have
it
to
after the
figure
show.
out-
I'll teach you how to
Let's
do it after the show so you can
if
do it.
I can't do this and have hearts float, I might have a sad.
Hey, Good morning, Eric, if you have not subscribed to our friend Eric Lulove, Dr. Lulove is an incredible part of our community, and he is
Yes.
doing a lot of work to highlight what we should and could be doing better for the medical community in general and how we can progress forward in ways. He's also giving very specific mentions around things that happen. He has an active practice, and he's giving specific non revealing information. He is not revealing anything about his clients other than things like they've lost their insurance and the impacts of what the fuck is actually going on with the ACA cuts and the Medicare cuts and subsidy cuts just in general. And it's important that you follow the work that he's doing. So go subscribe to Eric Lulove. So good morning, Eric. Hey, what's up, brother? He's also my friend on the Diogenes Club, which we do every Thursday with me, Walter Ryan, and Eric Lulove, and Evan Fields. It's another men's show. It's for us good men who are trying, and for the women who want to, and anyone else who wants to join us, just hanging out.
Really good conversations.
Thanks. With intelligent masculinity.
Really good.
Also, I'm going to drop a link in the chat for everyone again. It's a comment and question link. Thank you, Courtney, for helping put this together. It's also where you can submit photos and images and artwork that you might want displayed on Notes of the Week with Walter Ryan and I on Tuesdays. So here's in the chat for Substack. If you want to submit to that form, if you have a question for us around chronic illness while the show is going on, please ask away. I'll also put it on as a QR code for the show. So derailing us just for a second, but I figured it's important if anyone has questions or comments. Anyway.
That's great, Nick. And if I could add, I've started reading the article you posted yesterday on
the intelligent masculinity one.
Yes. And I would recommend that strongly to everyone in the chat. It's really good. Like, I'm sorry, I haven't finished reading it, so I'm totally owning that. But I was like, oh, wow, I have to go back to this one because I was doing groceries this morning at 8:30. So it's like, ugh. Yeah. But I would please go read the article. Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks.
Oh, where is it? Yeah, I'll find it. Yeah.
I actually wrote something today for the first time in months.
Good.
Go you.
And it just, yeah, that was kind of a good feeling, but also like, I feel like writing as opposed to being on here takes so much more mental energy. And so unless I have something that's ready to like just bomb it out, I've been avoiding it. So, hopefully that'll happen more often. So Oh,
It's a
Robin
win.
is reading the article from this morning. Yeah, so that was just like, oh my God, I have to say this. And then it just kind of went, bleh. So I hope you enjoy it. But it's not
Oh,
enjoyable.
you put the link and I also put it. Why is mine bizarre? I have like tons of stuff afterwards.
Oh, yours has all the formatted content. I just pulled it from my homepage, and I always delete the extra garbage that goes after it. What those are they're UTM campaign links. So from a product management side for the technical folks or the non-technical folks out there, what this means is it's a metadata point. It's something that product teams collect when links are clicked so they know where traffic is driven from, and it allows them to put like Google campaigns and things like that so they know where to put effort in and they know where not to put effort in, whether viewing driving or not driving traffic. I only know this because I worked very, very closely at my last job with an incredibly good back end operations director for a software company, and she taught me a lot very quickly. She also lost her job, and I won't say all the reasons why, though. What ended up happening because of her losing her job was something she did partially on to help my mental health. And I really thank her for the efforts that she did. And it still bothers me greatly that the outcome was her losing her job for doing exactly the right things. And she was an incredible leader. She is an incredible leader. And I learned a lot from her. But anyways, derailing just on what those UTM campaigns are. They are very important for like product managers, but when you're sending links, they're also super fucking annoying. So anything question mark and after on a URL, you can delete, and it'll give you the root URL. Question mark after your URL, you can grab that question mark and anything afterwards and get rid of it, and you'll still have the correct
link.
Yeah. Just for those who want to prune metadata so that they are less visible on the internet and their traffic is less traceable, and you make yourself more chaotic. Shane Urick and I advocate for this on Palin Talk. It's more of just like a privacy thing for yourself on the internet, is make yourself slightly more chaotic by getting rid of UTM campaigns. And it makes it harder for folks like me who want to track good information like, hey, where is my traffic coming from? How do I get traffic? Yeah. So from the question mark itself, so take the question mark and after and delete it, and you'll have the root URL without any of the metadata pieces.
Nick could teach tech like to a class. I mean, he's just like
Oh, come on.
If I lived in another life where the world wasn't falling apart and I could be a university professor who just sits there and just rambles about
everybody knows you just sit
stuff.
around eating bonbons. Come on.
But that's what I do anyways, right? I fight the eagle jizz. See, I got my where's my I got the
love
eagle
it.
jizz mug. I fight the eagle jizz in America, and I hang out with my friends. And don't worry, everyone.
Fight fascism.
We do have our meditation today. Beth and Soso. Beth put together an amazing meditation with photographs from Soso, and it's going to be such an amazing meditation today. So we'll do that towards the end, like we always do in the last 10 minutes, and just hang out and give everyone a reason to relax for a little bit before they go on to the day. And I will make sure that the meditation is linked in the post show, because it's actually posted as an article already on Sick of the Shit Publications under the Time for Life section. I spent a lot of time I also spent time this weekend organizing Sick of the Shit Publications.
Oh, yeah.
And so, cool announcement for everyone is we are now on, for post shows, we are now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube for all of the shows on Sick of This Shit Publications under their correct sections. So, Chronically Illing Out has its own section, Notes of the Week, Time for Life, um, Intelligent Masculinity series itself, and they're also all under a single channel in Apple Podcasts if you want to subscribe there. I'm working on figuring out how to get like real subscriptions on that too, and elsewhere, but just letting you all know we're expanding. And if you can follow us on YouTube, we're getting close to that 500 mark. That allows me to turn on paid subs on the YouTube side. And if you're on Twitch, or if you want to be on Twitch, go follow us there too. We're on all the platforms, or we're trying to be. We're not on Facebook yet. I'm gonna get us there, though I don't like Meta. But I think getting the message out is more important than whether I like their platform or not. I'm not going to use X right now because fuck that site. That's like 4chan. That's a Nazi platform, and I don't want to deal with the hate messages from that, and I don't want to draw that crowd. But Facebook, there's plenty of people who suffer from chronic illness on Facebook. There are plenty of people who benefit from the banner and background content. So, Podbean, I don't know. I'm getting on to some of the other podcast ones like Overstack. Substack has a certain list that you can go to, though they do have an RSS feed that I could subscribe it to for other things. So you could just directly subscribe to the RSS feed, or encourage people just to subscribe to the RSS feed when it comes out if they want direct links, or come here on Substack because Substack's the easiest right now for me.
Well, also, just a little plug for how I've been doing this. So you can, in the settings, you can turn on the people can download it through the RSS feed. But I have found I usually get like 20 to 30 down. Oh my God, I gotta sit on my hands.
You're too thummy.
Yeah. My grandmother used to say, if I sit on my hands, I can't say anything. No, about herself, but it's true for me too. So I like get 20 to 30 downloads on that, like on the regular when I put out the video. But when I put out an audio only podcast, I get hundreds of downloads. You know how when you get my stuff, you'll get like the video right away, and then you'll get and then I'll put up an audio podcast. That audio podcast gets so many more downloads, like by factors of, I don't even know how to say this because I'm not a mathematician, but like by hundreds.
I've noticed that too quite a bit. And so for like my last article, I'm writing. So you talked about it. Thank you too about the kind words about the article, and for everyone who's read it, I'll make sure it drops in the chat again, is the masculinity and the lie of outsourced accountability. It's the first article in a huge series that I'm writing over 2 months of interviews, and I'm going to have hundreds. I'm going to have probably tens. I'm going to have 20 or 30 hours or more of interviews by the end. And I already have an hour to hour and a half per person for the first 5 people. So, and I have interviews, 2 to 3 interviews a week to the end of February. And so I'm compiling it all, and I'm going to do a whole series arc. And that was the first one. And I have 2 more already in draft that are getting ready to come out. But where I was going on this is I did the audio for it too. I did what Walter does, and I just created a voiceover for it. And I think that has done, like, actually shows up a lot in terms of downloads comparatively. I'll have to check because I can look. I don't know if it even shows up.
It does. I'll show you how to do it.
Well, no. Oh, it doesn't show up as a podcast if it's the voiceover. Interesting.
Right. You have to.
Oh.
You have to go to
Sorry.
podcasts and then get a new podcast if you want it to be at the top like a podcast.
Yeah. No, I already have it in the intelligent masculinity. I was just seeing if a voiceover for a written article went as a podcast because you can enable it to distribute to the RSS feeds for just a voiceover too for an article, but it doesn't seem to be showing up on my
Nick?
list as downloads. Hello?
Yes.
Hi.
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 Hello?
I was about to say, when do you know you have enough?
When do I know I have enough is I don't know how to say enough is enough. Like,
I was just
keep
because
doing-
I was like, we're getting to so much technical stuff that I was starting to lose track.
I don't know when enough is, but now we're at enough for that.
Oh, Courtney says
Nick's in nerd mode.
someone else talk for a while.
I'll mute
Okay,
myself.
okay, Nick, I think that there is money-making opportunity for you in nerd mode. So
Nerd mode.
No. Let's talk about this offline because like I think there's like monetization there. But I think I don't know. I mean, for a long time I didn't know when to say enough and now my default is the opposite. And I think that probably has more to do with therapy and years. And also how much emotional energy I expend on the world and on parenting. So after that,
We got one of so I show this because we don't always get a lot of comments on YouTube or Twitch. So thank you for that comment on YouTube because Nerdbout is the fucking best. Anyway, I'll
It
go
is.
back to mute because I'm messaging Courtney in the chat.
I didn't mean to be rude, by the way. I was like, how can I be subtle but saying let's go back to the
It's
topic?
not rude. You have to break in because I get so hyper focused. I have such bad ADHD. I get so hyper focused onto something that I love, and
Yeah, of
I
course.
could just talk hours. So thank you for breaking me from the cycle.
Thank you for.
No, that's okay. My daughter has ADHD, and I absolutely understand. I mean,
What happened
she is when she gets hyper focused. I mean, she is going to be 17, and she has been using the word hyper focus herself. Like one day, she told me, "I can't help it, but I just hyper focus all the time." It's like, where did you learn that word? You know, it's like
it's all over Instagram Reels. If you get into the ADHD algorithm, it's all there. And so my kid has it too, and I'm in that algorithm, right? So then sometimes I'll be like, it would be really great if instead of saying I'm so overwhelmed, you might say to yourself, I can do this, even if you're lying. And he's like, and he blew me off. Like, what are you talking about? Come on, that's bullshit, blah, blah, blah. And then I caught him doing it. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. So, Nick, I'll talk to you about Udemy and stuff. I have researched all of that.
Okay.
Point. I don't know. Oh, I guess sometimes if you say things enough and take the feedback or the snap back, it might just sink in anyway. Tell me what you guys think. I'm thinking about doing definitely a one off on parenting during this time. Would you guys be interested in a more than one off? A like I don't know if I can pull off a weekly series, but an occasional series outside of Freedom Over Fascism and Chronically Illing Out and the book club on parenting through this time. If you guys could let me know. And also, my theory is that actual COVID actually did something to the brains of our kids that may or may not have had ADHD before and maybe do now. So
I think it was a lack of, also a lack. I definitely agree with you. Like they are, I couldn't cite them, but I know there are studies that are kind of being done on like a so studies in order to actually see what are the impacts on those years. I mean, and I know, Nick, you've mentioned about also before, like if maybe a few months ago, talking about parenting in this time, like in this difficult time of, let's say, fascism. So I'm sure that there's a lot of interest for that. Like right away, I'm like, yay. But just to go back on COVID, because I mean, when they started doing, like home schooling, in front of the computer, my daughter has a very strong ADHD, especially attention. So I was lucky enough to be at home because I had to be basically sitting next to her. She was in grade 5 looking at a computer, not all day, but when, like her attention is like 15 minutes max, and then they're like trying to do their course in an hour. So yeah, I mean, there's so many things we could discuss about the impacts on the learning strategies, the social impacts. I mean, so sorry, but yeah, I would definitely like to talk about that. But were you just asking the chat or like all of us?
Everybody, because like I really feel like it's so important. Like there are some kids who, especially, I'm talking about like especially the older, like the teenagers, who are focused in on what's going on in the world and trying to do something. And then there are some who like block it out completely because they've got already too much on their minds and can't emotionally handle it. And and also like I think maybe other people's kids are not quite as emotionally needy as mine, but it like, I don't know, I think it's gotten even more intense, and kids going off to college next year and freaking out because he has to do his homework basically sitting practically on top of me on the couch for the whole body doubling situation, which he says, I need body doubling. I need to be very, very close to you. Hey, let's see how we're going to do that when you're on your own.
That's it. That's the principle of individuation separation in developmental psychology.
Yes, it has to happen.
Yes.
It hasn't happened.
It's a work in progress.
It's a total work in progress.
I was gonna jump in when you talk about the effects of COVID on the brain, or especially with ADHD. My husband's name is Alan. We have talked about. We got COVID kind of late after everybody else. We had really avoided it because Al doesn't have a spleen, so we really tried to do everything we could to avoid it. And when we did get it, I've had it twice. I can tell to this day, I've told the doctor I have not come back from COVID. I really believe it took my ADHD or ADD and ramped it up to a level 10. And so it's this constant brain constantly going on hyperdrive. And I really, in my heart, believe it was COVID and changes in my brain. Just
No.
saying.
I've seen it too. I mean, I was the poster child for keeping everything in my brain straight and being like totally, and this is a little bit of Gen X necessity, but like totally on top of everything all the time,
Yes.
not writing it down. It was all in here. And yes,
Yes.
I've gotten older and I've had menopause and stuff, but now, you know, there's shit that my brain is doing that it never did before.
I think Dana Dubois would be another really good person to
Yeah, she's
talk
on my
about
list of people
parenting.
to text.
Yeah, Dana's awesome. I could text her too, and we could also try and get like a signal group together or something for those who want to do a parenting and development show, because I think that would be really.
Oh, that's
meaningful.
a great idea. That's an awesome idea.
And
didn't we do one with Dana already? Like just one, like as a tryout? We have, eh?
I think I've done a show with Dana, and
I've done a show with Dana too. We talked a lot about
I was there too.
and we were talking, and I think you were there too, Sissa. But I remember Dana and Melissa Corrigan and I were talking about it a while ago. I think that's the discussion you were talking about. That brought this conversation up was that one is, and I think absolutely, and we'll get. We will get our friend in the chat, Grammy Phil, on for a discussion around child developmental psychology. I've already reached out. And so we'll have her on. Hi, Mom. Welcome to the chat. That's my mom. I'm going to out you for a second, Mom. I'm sorry. I love you. I'm going to out you because this show is safe. And she's awesome. So don't worry about following her. Just hi, Mom. Thanks for listening.
Hi, Mom.
And she's also probably one of the, my mom's probably also, I've said this to so many people in my life, and I don't know if I've ever actually said it to my mom herself, is she's probably one of the smartest people I've ever known. And she's the reason that I drive so hard in a lot of ways, is because she is so smart, and her like thirst for knowledge.
Did we have her on?
Yeah, we're going to have her on because she's a child developmental psychologist, and what she talks about, and what she knows about, especially about the stunt.
Oh no, you're frozen.
You froze, friend.
Uh-oh.
I'm back.
You sound robotic.
Hello.
All right,
there you
some
are.
of us need to talk. Yeah.
Am I back?
You're back.
Okay, awesome. Mom's a school psychologist, did child developmental work. She's the reason I know so much about psychology, is because I listened, and whether she knew I was listening and actually absorbing it or not are two different things. But I did pick up a lot of it. So, oh no, we lost So. Everybody keeps switching today. Sorry, everybody, as we just keep jumping around. Steph and I are the only.
This is like musical chairs. Kind of fun.
Beth and So are just rotating.
Like, what's happening?
Who wants to drop?
I swear she's messing with me.
Oh,
And
Laura,
I'm really tired, so I'm just laughing.
Laura, there's a
I
piece
laugh.
of me that wants to do a menopause show too, but I can only do so much.
What is going on?
We could be online all day, right?
I almost
Each other.
checked myself out of here. Whoops, sorry. Sorry.
Nerding out attracts Daleks. I'm sorry, I don't understand that.
I think Daleks is someone in the chat. Nerding out causes attracts. So
okay.
What we're doing attracts folks because it's fun and it's enjoyable, and I'm having a good time doing it.
We don't take ourselves too seriously, right?
Yeah, I don't take myself too seriously. I'm wearing a shirt that says I'm my mother-in-law's favorite child. Not in-law. But favorite child.
Oh, that's adorable.
Kittens against Trump.
I'm still not mirrored properly because I usually don't wear things that require it. But
Oh,
no.
she's.
As she says something, she
Oh,
disappears.
I'm up first here now.
Now you're mirrored properly.
Cool.
But
So anyway,
but you got shoved down there now.
I know it's like the a timeout corner.
It felt like
it's the
that,
dropout corner. Do we have a dunce? The problem is the dunce hat looks too much like one of those like KKK Klan hoods for anybody to wear. So we're not going to do that.
The whole idea of a dunce cap is a little bit, I don't know, abusive maybe.
It is. It is. Oh wait, no, that is somewhere else. This is happy Monday morning, everybody. As the world tries to burn around us, we have fun and we have joy because they can't take our joy away from us, and we do it on purpose.
It looks like I got a nice couch, though.
Oh, dude, look
that!
Sweet. Is that a pool? Do I have?
That's a pool. You have like a whole
jump in there.
You have a whole cabana.
If you run backwards and jump in it, would it really hurt?
I'm gonna find out.
Would you get wet?
Would you get wet? And would it be water or blood?
What?
I'm guessing. I'm guessing it'd be blood because it's gonna put me through my wall.
No, it's a really nice one. Except for I can see your mic keeps like fading in and out. But other than that,
my mic. Oh, let's move the mic. Okay, there.
There you go. That's great.
Sorry, reading the chat.
Yeah, everybody's like, nothing getting accomplished today.
Sorry. If you're here to chronically ill out, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, we are chronically illing out. None of us can stay on topic. Okay.
This is the perfect example of chronically illing out.
But okay, wait. In all seriousness, this is so important.
Yeah.
Laughter and like randomly thinking about things that aren't politics, that aren't responsibilities, that aren't like all the things that are bearing down on us, that are making us like feel like an elephant sitting on top of us, I think is really healing. So if you don't like the lack of focus, you have choices.
That's a you problem, not a me problem.
That is much better than saying screw you, get out of our chat. No reference to anyone right now.
That's bye, Felicia.
Right. Somebody wrote on my comments last week that they liked my podcast, but they got really annoyed that I took so much time to ask a question.
I saw it. You showed us that. That's
so I just said, bless your heart. I mean, like, who says that?
Also, just play it on 2.5. Just play it on 1.5 speed, like most people do for podcast reruns, so that everything goes faster, and then you don't have to worry about it. Like, shut up, my guy. Like, did you have to say that?
Dude. Of course, then I went back, and before I posted the audio, I went and cleaned up all of my pauses.
Oh.
So, I took the note. Not
Post editing can happen. I don't do any post editing right now. Like, really, I try not to unless it's for voiceover, because like I do so much other work. I don't really need to post edit these videos, and I'd rather they be raw and just as they were, so that everybody gets exactly who we are without some stupid fake filter.
True, but on my podcast, when I was only doing audio, first of all, I used to do like 20 hours of editing for every podcast, which is the hugest waste of time. But there were a couple people who said, so many times that it cut off 10 minutes when I got rid of them. Like it was just not understandable until I sort of edited out all of that. But I don't do that much anymore. Rather have all the parts of your authenticity, Stephanie. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Courtney. You probably
Thank
both
you,
wrote that at
everyone.
the same time. Thank you, everyone. You guys, like, this is so grounding for me.
Yeah.
I am so glad.
To the
The truth is,
80 something people who are with us today
Holy
between
crap.
our 3 platforms,
no.
thank
Oh
you
my
for being with
gosh.
us. Thank you for being part of our community. I know the largest part of our community is Substack. That said, thank you to everyone who is with us. Like, we've got a new friend in the YouTube chat who's hanging out with us. Thank you so
awesome.
much.
I think it's being streamed to my YouTube also.
And if it is, awesome. Like, I want this. That's my goal, is to get this out there so other people can enjoy what we're doing and easily find it. Like, we need joy right now. There's so much negativity going on right now. And I think if people actually have something to hope for and plan for and think about that as future, we can actually get there, because then we can make the strategy to get to that future. Like, people have asked, like, Steph, you and I have talked about the Tricentennial Action Group Tag You're It for Democracy idea. That's a 50-year plan, because then that gives us the strategies on how to do 1 year and 6 month goals and 1 month goals, because it's a roadmap of where we want to fucking go. Like, we have to have an end goal to get there. So this is, for us, is like, for me anyways, it's a grounding spot to start my week on, in a really positive way. And so, to ground ourselves even further, I'm going to shift us into our meditation for the day, so that everyone can enjoy our wonderful Time for Life meditation today. So let's all, it's going to mute the 4 of us when we switch over. Please, everyone, smash the heart, and then do not close your eyes, so that you can see all the beautiful pictures. Do not close your eyes. See all the beautiful pictures. It is, it's time for some life and time for meditation. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Welcome to our beach calming meditation. Take a moment to get comfortable. Begin by taking a deep breath in through your nose and slowly exhale out through your mouth. Take another deep breath in and exhale out. One more deep breath in and slowly exhale out. Imagine that you are present on this beach. Feel the warm grains of soft sand under your feet, and feel the warmth of the summer sun on your skin. Imagine the palm fronds swaying gently in the breeze. Perhaps you are sitting underneath the palms, enjoying the beautiful shade. Allow your breathing to become rhythmic as you listen to the waves lap onto the shore. You can almost smell the cleansing, salty air. Relax in this moment of calm. Be mindful of any tension in your body and release it. Let the ocean tide take all of your stress away. Unwind as the healing waters bring you calm and peace. Listen to the seagulls sing in flight and watch the sun glisten on the clear blue waters. As you move through your day and week, remember to bring yourself back to this moment by feeling the warmth of the sand on your feet and hear the sounds of waves gently rolling onto the shore.
And we're gonna and that Beth, thank you. So thank you. Steph, also thank you. I know you weren't part of
I
this.
can do it.
Thank you anyway. Um,
Oh, wait.
wait, did it work?
Hand gestures. Hold on.
Yeah, turn that stuff
Yes.
on, Beth.
Where
Let's
do I
go.
turn it on? Reaction.
I'll show you right after. Yeah, turn it on. You'll be
Okay.
good. Okay, well, while Beth is doing that and getting her hearts work, there she goes. We now got hearts. Look at that, Beth. You can be happy today. Celebration from Steph. And as we
This
celebrate,
brought me joy.
so sell yourself a little bit, my friend, while everybody goes and does
Okay.
ridiculous things and gives everybody seizures. We're gonna have to put a seizure warning.
Okay, quickly.
Have
Like,
a wonderful day.
have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you for that wonderful meditation. That was really
We have a
really
Jedi in the
calming.
house. Sorry.
So
have a Jedi?
sell yourself a little bit. We're gonna go weird order to start because everybody moved around, so my buttons aren't in order anymore.
Who starts?
You do so.
To you, Soko.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, quickly. French Canadian, living in Canada, chronically ill, also trying to find my little space in the world, doing it slowly but surely on Substack. I've been starting to host a show called Time for Life with my dear friend Beth, and it's every Wednesday at 12 Eastern. Where we take time to discuss joy. And I think this is going to be a good start to your day if you want to join us on Wednesday. Not a start, but like a continuation, because we usually just end up like laughing as well. So thank you, Beth. I apologize. I thought there was one picture because yesterday when I checked out the meditation, I was only able to see one picture. So then I was like, oh my God, it was, anyways, perfect. Thank you so much for using the pictures. Love it.
Love it.
Thank you, so. As I come back, I'm finding myself. Stephanie.
Hello, everyone. All right, so I'm here, and I'm with Nick on the Anti-Fascist Book Club and Freedom Over Fascism, in which I talk about this moment and context and how we can get out of it and what it means, is on Tuesday and Wednesdays at 1. And this week I have Amanda Littman, the head of Run for Something, on Tuesday.
Oh, awesome.
She's awesome. And I have William Finnegan. He has borderless living, but he was high in DOD at some point recently. And he does a lot of systems and strategic thinking. So we're going to get to talk about a lot of good stuff this week. And I know a lot of you are paid subscribers, but if you all can afford it, I welcome you to become a paid subscriber. And thank you, Monica. And I will see you all tomorrow at 1.
Sounds
Thanks,
great.
all.
Thanks, Steph.
Thanks,
Beth.
Steph. Hi, I'm Beth Cruz. I'm here with Nick and Friends and Stephanie. I don't know why Nick and Friends. It's Nick and Stephanie. So I'm a writer. I organize the meditations and absolutely love what I'm doing with that. I'm really looking forward to Time for Life with So. Our guest this week, I believe, is Courtney, and
It
it's in the
is.
chat.
It is.
Oh.
Yes.
And so come visit us. And if you can support, thank you. Either way, whether you're a paid subscriber or a regular subscriber, I appreciate you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Beth. Thank you, Beth. And thank you for the meditations. Like I said, they will be linked in the show notes directly to the one that I have posted for the Sick of the Shit publications on Time for Life. So come join me here on Sick of the Shit publications, where I'm help hosting all of this and building out a community with my friends, so that we can bring joy and bring some positivity, but also change the discussion on a lot of things. And so one of my main focuses right now is masculinity, because I can talk about that. I'm a guy. I cannot talk about femininity. It's not my thing. I'm not a woman. And that's okay. But I can talk about how men need to work on themselves and what we need to do and how we can get there. So I'm putting together, like I said, a huge series on intelligent masculinity. I have 2 to 3 interviews a week with men from every age group of 19 to in their 50s and 60s. And I have
It's so
an
good.
incredible lineup of folks coming on over the next month and a half. I've already done 5 interviews. I've got 15 more, and then it's going to end with Shane. I think at least 15 more, and then it's going to end with Shane Urich interviewing me. So he started it, and then he's going to end it. Help me out. Shane's one of my good friends who's doing some incredible work in the new manosphere. So that's what I'm trying to build here on Sick of the Shit publications, but also a place where we can have these discussions, where we can be ourselves and not have to be stuck in politics all the time, but where we can talk about how we all need to grow, and how we grow together and what we can learn from each other. So please come join me at Sick of the Shit publications. We're doing a lot of growth and a lot of good things, and eventually it'll mean I can hire some folks to help me. And that's my long-term goal. So, and yes, Courtney, I'm going to continue the Intelligent Masculinity series after the initial series run. It'll be shorter, or it'll be less per week. It'll be probably 1 episode a week of Intelligent Masculinity after the end of February. That way I can keep that project going and keep it running. But yes, I do want to keep that a consistent project. I think it's really important. And it may take on a life of its own. Hopefully it will take on a life of its own. So keep a lookout for the articles too. So thank you, everyone. This has been a fun morning, and a fun way for us all to get to enjoy a little bit of love in life. So thank you, everyone, for being with us. This is Chronically Illing Out on the Sick of the Shit publications. I'm Nick Paro with my friends Beth Cruz, So, Stephanie Wilson, all in actually the order that they started in, I believe.
Imagine that.
We will be back next week on Monday morning, as we always are, and we'll be joined by Neurodivergent Hodgepodge. Don't know what our episode title will be or what our specific focus is yet. I think Neuro had a specific topic they wanted to go into, and so we're gonna talk about. Actually, sorry, let me pull it up. Uno momento, por favor. We're going to talk about mental health, ableism, and ableist rhetoric, and how words matter and what words we can use to ensure that we are not hurting our own community in the process. So thanks, everyone. I'm super excited for that one. That's going to be a linguistic talk, and I love words. So, Nurad, I look forward to seeing you, friend.
What is Stephanie doing?
Rock on. You got to do.
No, I got to do it. I'm not doing it
Yeah,
right.
you got to do the horns. It's not the love
not like
signal,
that?
it's the horns. No,
Oh,
put
the
your thumbs
horns.
in. You got to do horns. It's
Oh, like that?
it's the six
Well,
six six
mine
horns.
doesn't work. I don't have Apple, so it's on Apple,
I
right?
got little
Yeah.
fat hands. My hands
All right,
look
friends.
like little fat things.
That'll be Monday morning, same time as this. So look forward to seeing Neurodivergent Hodgepodge next week on Monday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern. As
Bye.
always, thanks everyone. Have a great morning and have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Thank you.